Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be welcoming the Horned King in Disney Magic Kingdoms game. Hopefully everybody enjoys the video today. If you guys do, make sure you give it a big Mickey thumbs up and of course subscribe if you guys are new. So the Horned King was featured as the final character in the Black Cauldron limited time event. It went pretty well, at least at the start, for collecting his tokens, and then I spent 2 days stuck at 9 of 12, so that was not very good. I was pretty upset, and I'm talking about the ears hats for the 12. I was done his throne like after, what was it, 3 days? I think 3 days. So it was a little bit unfortunate that the ears hats took all the way until like the last couple of hours of the event, and then the last set just sort of dropped. I think this is still an imbalance in the game, and hopefully they are working diligently to get this token drop issue solved. I have been talking to the community while I've been streaming and different things here and there, and I kind of got similar feedback throughout, and it's just a lot of people get really discouraged at this particular time where you're checking your kingdom, using your skip timers, even gems, and then not getting the final character, or just being short a couple of tokens because the drops have been so bad. It's not even that you don't have enough characters really to compete properly with things or whatever. It's just, again, the drops are bad. So they either need to reduce the amount of tokens, and I say this like almost every event now for the last little while, but it's true. They need to either drop the token requirements, or they need to fix this drop issue. They are aware of it. They have vocally said they're aware of it, and they're working on it. But again, no change or balance in the meantime. So hopefully they really do take this kind of issue into consideration for the next event, and that's really all we can hope for. So let's just go ahead and bring him in right now. I did all the dialogue leading up to him in my previous video. I've been doing videos for the entire event, so if you guys want to see all the dialogue and everything and welcome screens for all the characters, make sure you guys check out the previous videos on my channel. So the Horned King's welcome screen, I feel like, could have been a little bit spookier. To be honest, he is probably like the scariest looking character, if not just the scariest villain in Disney. Like, he is seriously on par in terms of appearance to, I guess a female version would be probably, I would have to say, Maleficent. But he is absolutely terrifying, and he kind of got a bit of a weak welcome screen. I think that they could have incorporated, some of the darker sort of smoke or whatever that they've used in the past for like Darth Vader as an example. Another example, even for, Dr. Facilier, they even kind of turned down I know Dr. Facilier had a lot of like blinking lights in his welcome screen, but they kind of made it dark and creepy and everything. And I just really feel like they could have done something similar to that for the Horned King. They really, really could have done something creepy, and they kind of just opted out to be like, oh, I'm just a shiny character like Mickey Mouse coming in, and he is not. He is a very serious villain. So let's go ahead here and do his dialogue. Now, he has kind of like a creepy, very distant voice, so hopefully I can pull off a version of that. So I will do my best with it. My, such a brave and handsome crew, a pig boy, maid, and harvest too. I don't think I'm quite scary enough. Oh gosh, I don't have a scary enough personality for this, do I? Well, we'll keep going. Perhaps it interests you for lore to see what fate is soon in store. All right, so here is Princess Alonwi now, who is a character actually in the season pass, but you do have to get to tier 150 for that. So yeah, it's gonna be a while till we get more of her quests. Yep, still gonna be a couple months.
Oh, that's very good. And if you don't mind me saying, your Horned King impression is much better than your Tauren impression.
Oh my gosh, so they're still sticking with the storytelling theme throughout. This has been a great story. It's really sort of followed along the actual line of the movie, so it did provide some good entertainment here.
I'll say, I don't know what you're doing with your throat exactly, but it's very frightening.
Oh, geez, thank you. Thank you, friends. Your praise means the world to me. Now, as I was saying, Quest complete. Welcome a villain. Oh gosh, I ruin it at the end by laughing myself. Fallen soldiers, now arise. Go forth, all to claim my prize. He looks like he's having a temper tantrum, though. I want my dinner now. Then, powerless, the world shall mourn and fall before my cauldron born.
Oh, Fluda, that gave me chills. When do we get to the...
In good time, my dear, in good time. There are still 50 lines left in this soliloquy. Really? Oh no. Keep telling. Tell of the Horned King gloating. So this quest was 60 minutes. So for that, I decided to record just a little clip of this particular quest. He really does get mad. Little baby temper tantrum. I used some of my currency to level up Gurgi, not very much of it, so I ended up with a little over 7k currency in the end of the event, which didn't turn out to be too many gems, but at least I got a few, I guess. Behold my coming victory, my greatest triumph. Ha ha ha. And I believe that about covers it. Well, thoughts, comments, constructive criticism? What? I mean, I was listening. I promise.
What they mean to say, I'm sure, is that, he might not be the most villainous laugh to use.
Yes, Alonwe, I'm sure they did. Thank you. Thank you all for the feedback. Perhaps this instead? Quest complete. Keep telling. Behold, my word will soon be law. My greatest triumph. Ha 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 ha. Yep.
Gurgi knows what come next. This is the part when Gurgi...
Don't spoil the grand finale now, Gurgi. That's the most important part.
But everybody already knows what happened because we all do it together yesterday.
Yes, Gurgi, that's very true, but future audiences for this story may not know how it ended. And I'd very much like to tell this last part as I tell it to them, with all the most thrilling surprises still intact. Hear for yourself. Tell of Taran and the Horned King in the castle. Now, I am so sad to say that Henry got demolished. I don't know why he decided to read his newspaper there at that particular moment, but Henry, he got blown up. He essentially threw himself into the cauldron, I assume to save Gurgi's life. Yeah, it really, really did happen. It's quite terrifying, really, that he volunteered for the position. But, yep, he's still alive. Somehow, he is still alive. But, really, the truly sad part is the last piece of the dialogue requires the Horned King to be a level 2.
Since Piggy get lost, Gurgi practice finding her. That way, Gurgi and friends find her quick next time. Maybe before Gurgi fall in pond and get all dizzy? Gurgi practice now. See? Piggy tracks. Gurgi follow.
Follow that pig. So this is side quest dialogue for the event. It is really quite sad that I couldn't get the Horned King to a 2 in time, but the token drops being what they are, just a little bit too difficult, unfortunately. So pretty much what happens for the last bit, I can tell you from Fluda. Well, pretty much. I can fill in the gap. So the Horned King was at his most terrifying and terrible, and he did unleash the dead. And heroic Gurgi jumps into the cauldron and saves the day. He defeats the Horned King, and, well, Gurgi dies. It's very, very sad. Yeah, I know. That's not the end, though. They do form a deal, especially I guess we'll say Taran forms a deal with the 3 witches in trade for his magical sword for Gurgi's life. And Gurgi appears. It was actually a great ending scene from the movie, but that is the end of the story, so I hope I told it well enough. So, yeah, we will not get the official dialogue, but that is the end. So I can at least tell you how it went. It is a little bit sad that I couldn't, but again, I tried, using whatever skip tokens I had gained yesterday, basically from, again, I've used most of them on the Horned King tokens, and then it was just like, I had a couple left from watching some ads, and I tried, using them up or whatever just to get that 60-minute quest and everything done earlier, so it just wasn't quite enough. It wasn't quite enough to get everything, so... That being said, there is going to be some more side quest dialogue coming. It will be in my next video, however. I did tease, obviously, Gurgi's being the best. So what I will do next time is start with Gurgi's dialogue and then continue with Taran and the rest of the gang. It's going to be great. I'm sure we're going to get some more dialogue as well from the Horned King, Fluter, once I level him up. The event was very well done, except for the token drops, especially for the Horned King. I did end up with one of the gold trophies, and I have to say that overall for welcome screens, I don't feel I can rate them at this time, as there is 5 characters, but in this event we only saw 3. I mean, Fluter, yes, we do have him now into the kingdom, but without Princess Alonwe, I feel like it's a little bit unfair to rate them all. So I will wait a little bit for that until I get her. But I guess I'd have to say that Gurgi, I guess, had the best. They were all pretty basic and simple. I think Gurgi just being my favorite character, he kind of just automatically wins, but. He's so cute. I loved Gurgi. Hopefully everybody did great in the event. Let me know how you did in the comment section below. I'd love to hear how everybody did, and I'll make sure I go through and give them some hearts. And hopefully everybody enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time to continue the Black Cauldron dialogue. Bye.